Hi everyone, welcome to my tribute video for John Walton, otherwise known as Dad.
You've got that look again, the one I hoped I had when I was alive.
So, who was Dad? What made him tick? Well, in his own words, he was a car mad nutter. As a young boy, Dad dreamed of becoming a rally driver and used to follow the RAC rally all around the country. He owned a series of fast Fords through the 70s and 80s, including a Mark 1 RS 1600 with flared arches and corner bumpers, an XR2 and an RS Turbo. By 1990, Dad had developed a love of big American V8s and built his first Cobra replica, inspired by his favourite film of all time, The Gumball Rally. Numerous other car projects over the years, including Austin Healey's, the GT40, various Jags, TVRs, another Cobra, and much more. Just after the millennium, Dad discovered an up-and-coming British car manufacturer called Ultima. They promised supercar performance on an affordable budget. Dad built his first Ultima, this red one, in 2006. Then in 2014 he built his second Ultima, this time in black. The car was later decorated in the famous Gulf livery. This was his pride and joy, and he loved telling everybody all about it.
Engine, stroker engine, Porsche gearbox. 60 should be about 3.5 seconds, and top speed, who knows.
Dad was an exceptional driver, and even though he drove the car hard, he always felt safe and in control. Well, apart from this one occasion on a damp February morning. Sorry, Dad. Luckily, the only thing that got hurt that day was Dad's pride, and in typical form, the car was back in the garage later that afternoon being repaired. A few weeks later, it was back on the road with a host of upgrades and improvements looking better than ever.
To the bright side of the road.
Dad was lucky to enjoy a number of years in his Ultima and made many new friends along the way, most notably Neil and Chris, who formed the V8 Club, allowing them to indulge in their shared passions for butter, champagne and fast cars. Dad loved a good car show, and his Ultima was often the star attraction, collecting many awards. Even Richard Hammond was a big fan. He loved meeting other owners and sharing stories about their cars. As Dad always said, he was very much living the dream, and we did some amazing road trips in various beautiful cars all across the UK and Europe.
Stand back and get up when you want.
When it came to cars, Dad was a walking encyclopedia. What he didn't know simply wasn't worth knowing. His expertise and passion was intoxicating and would inspire future generations of petrolheads.
Landed it. Oh dear. Good game. Good game. It's the most fun you can have, keeping your clothes on, isn't it?
On the subject of taking clothes off, Dad was also a bit of a sun worshipper, and when on holiday would often change his name from John to Juan due to his epic tan.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun.
Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove.
Dad had diverse taste in music, from the Stones and Led Zeppelin to the sweet sounds of Motown.
Let the music play. I just wanna dance the night away.
Michael Jackson, Barry White, Alexander O'Neill and Luther Vandross were constantly on rotation in our house as kids. Dad also loved live music, whether it was a gig, festival or a post-barbecue sing-along.
Each time I find myself flat on my face.
Like Grandpa, Dad was a big fan of Frank Sinatra,
In the rain, that's life.
Dad was even known to flirt from time to time with a bit of opera.
Oh dear. It's made me day,
Dad loved a good old knees up. He said he always had to visit venues twice, the second time to apologise for everything that happened on the first.
It's nothing but a hearsay. For you.
Dad was a sociable man who was fun to be around, warm, kind and a great laugh. He always had a smile on his face.
The sun will be shining.
Dad, I think it's fair to say that you have always been an enormous influence on me. You're not just a father, but also a close friend who always took an interest in what I was doing and was there to support me. Not having you in my life is going to leave a massive hole, but I'm comforted by the fact that I got to spend the last 40 years with you and have many special times along the way. I will do all that I can to keep your memory alive and tell your grandchildren what a wonderful man you were.
And this little piggy went, "Wee."
Rest in peace, Dad. I hope you're up there cruising along in a beautiful sports car, listening to your favourite song and still living the dream. Thank you for everything you've done for me, and I will miss you every single day. Love you lots, Dad.